Welcome to Voodoo Whiskey Gaming, and I assure you that I'm working on Vampire or Vampire or whatever it's called, but that one will come probably next week. But this week the late review is Agony, and I played it on the PS4. It's also available on the Xbox One. So we'll start with the story or basic premise. You are a damned soul in hell. I guess that's kind of obvious by the damned part. But you are following the Red Goddess or something like that. I can't remember. And honestly, she pops up, but it's not really an interesting story. Sadly, nothing about it was so interesting that I was truly drawn into this game. I mean, it's a vaguely interesting concept, but it's not fascinating. As for the audio, it was okay. I mean, the music was okay, I should say, and some of the sound effects weren't bad. What was, and as the title suggests, Agony, was a lot of the voiceover work. It was horrible to hear. It was beyond discount. It was somebody who didn't give a shit about reading the script. So that obviously is not awesome. As for the gameplay, it's a first-person game. There's a decent amount of exploration, but your general goal is to solve some pretty simple puzzles to get from point A to point B. There's a little bit of, I won't even call it combat, it really kind of sucks. There's some sneaking around, which also sucks. The only neat idea in this game is that when you die, you don't necessarily actually die. You are able to go and possess one of the other damned bodies, essentially, that are around, and then use that. But it's not interesting enough to get over a lot of the garbage. Speaking of garbage, let's talk about the controls, because they're not that great. And by not that great, I mean they're pretty much shit. You have two options of speed, which is sprint or not even walk. It's like shuffle at best. None of the controls work very well. They're okay-ish, I would guess. Then graphically, I can't really tell how good this game looks or not because it's so fucking dark all the time that you can't see much. There's supposed to be stuff that happens that's supposed to be scary, and it's not really scary because it's just a noise in the dark because you can't see it. When you can see things, the design of the world itself, that's pretty cool. Their idea of hell and demons, that's pretty cool. But the other damned bodies that you see, they're horrible looking. Not in a oh, tortured horrible looking, they're just shit. Horrible textures, weird looking heads and faces repeated over and over. It's not well done. So let's just get into some of the other things that are complete trash in this game to basically wrap this up. You get hung up on minor things in the environment. You can't step over a pebble, you have to walk around it kind of shit. Not only that, and I will fully admit right now, I didn't complete the game because I hit a moment that just pissed me off and was unacceptable for me. So this game does use checkpoints that you have to activate yourself, and that's fine by me. The problem is, the game glitched. I died, should have gone into the incorporeal mode and been able to find a new body, but couldn't. The game just wouldn't let me. It wouldn't actually let me die either, though. So I decided I would just go back to the last checkpoint. Yeah, it boots me back by 2 fucking checkpoints. If you couldn't guess by now, this game is pretty shit. So booting me back 2 checkpoints on top of that, so making me repeat a bunch of this garbage? No, that's unacceptable. That was the fuck this moment for this game. That was when I knew I could not continue playing it. So to wrap this up, I'm not going to give you a spiel. It's a shit game. I mean, I've played worse, and I could easily make a joke about how this game is the kind of game you'd play in hell. But like I just said, I've played worse. That doesn't mean I want to play this game. I'd rather punch myself in the nuts. So obviously, it's shit. Skip it. Okay, so in the comments below, why don't you tell me your favorite game featuring hell? And as always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. And if you like what I'm doing in general, share, subscribe. Have a good one. So that obviously, it just... But this week is Agony, and I played it on the PS4. It's also available on Who Gives a Shit.